I am the way, the truth, and the life, says Jesus. No one comes to the Father except through me. Many of us in our families, not simply at Domino's, but in our families have people who worship other religions, who call on God by other names, and many who have chosen not to participate in a religious community, or it's just not part of their life for a whole variety of reasons. Is our religion fundamentally exclusive, or is it fundamentally inclusive? Acknowledge that humans have a real tendency towards exclusion. We're so wired as humans, again, not simply to disagree and to associate with like people, but to demonize other people. And it was there in Jesus' day, long before social media. Within Jesus' own Jewish tribe, there were factions of Sadducees and Pharisees and Herodians and Zealots and Essenes. The best diversity training I ever had was working at Subway. And again, it was the best diversity training I ever had because everybody came into the store and they would order. And sometimes they ordered stuff that was just gross. Like they wanted mustard and tuna and marinara sauce and ketchup and pickles, and I just said, that'll be $4.99 for a foot long. I don't really, really didn't matter to me what you ordered as long as you paid with that money. Again, there's a way in which in the economy, the money is morally blind. But there's a problem, though, with a money-driven economy, because ultimately there does begin to be an assessment of values. Because we all know that those in a market economy that have more money suddenly become more special than others. Ultimately, again and again, we succumb to violence to sort this out. So the problem isn't really religion. And so when Jesus comes, Jesus is on a mission. And Jesus knows that we're not ready as a human race for this. Again, there's these problems that the Bible calls sin. Again, there's a problem that Jesus knows. In order for us to finally be inclusive of all people, there's got to be something that is excluded. And that is namely our sin. And this is what Jesus Christ does on the cross. Jesus makes the most exclusive move. And what he chooses to do on the cross is he chooses to take your sin, that in you which is not ready for eternity. The pride, the greed, the apathy, the insecurities, the temper, the things that again drive us away and apart from one another. And Jesus has to take this away from us, for it must finally be put to death.